Just gonna shoot a quick little update video here on what's going on. And one of the things I got going on is I'm tearing down the deck. You can see it up there. All where we are here used to be all covered. All this was covered with the deck, and I'm tearing it all out. And the goal is I'm going to try to make some use out of this backyard back here. Never mind Brutus. Again, Brutus don't exist. Supposedly the buyer that's going to buy it, not supposedly, he's battling some health issues, but Brutus will be gone. But anyways, back here, and I'm going to utilize some of this and some of the concrete we have. I'm going to pour gravel back there so we can park some vehicles back here, and eventually this will be the site of a shop and garage for me. That'll be good. Poor old 318 will run needs to get out of the elements when he works, and a place where I can protect myself and my tools and my projects from the rain and snow and things like that. As far as the drag truck goes, up to this point, it's been very difficult for me, my son, and my son-in-law to get on the same page as far as scheduling, work schedules. We all work different shifts, it seems like. Well, we do. We work different shifts. We all work different hours and times, and I'm still working about 50 hours a week. So it's been slow progression. So it sounds like my son wants to take this over, and he wants to continue with the project and have it be just his. He wants to build in the motor and transmission, and then he's talking about maybe next spring taking the motor and tranny out and putting it into something like maybe like a 73 or 4 satellite or something like that is what he's kind of got his eye on. So we'll see what that turns into. This is the 5.9 that we were working on. We were moving right along on it for the drag truck. And of course we still got the long-term motor that we were going to use, the 440. But anyways, we can just take a step back in memory lane, and I'll show you the progression that my son-in-law Jake and I had working on this. Jake, what do we got going on here?
Taking the water pump off right now.
Taking a water pump off, and let me guess, it's a 350 Chevy with 400 horse?
Yeah. LSX.
All right, we'll call it
Coronavirus Express.
Coronavirus Express. There we go. All right, so what we got here is a 5.9 out of a 2000 Dodge Ram. It had 198,000 on it. This is what we started with. We already took off power steering. I got a couple things over here. Air condition, starter, all that other stuff. Now what our plans are with this, we bought the motor for 150 bucks. We've already sold half our money back, so when we're done selling stuff off of it that we're not going to use, this should be a free motor. And then really all we're going to do is got a Speedmaster intake that we gave $135 for on Black Friday sale. We got an Oregon regrind cam. That's a couple $100. We're going to put a new timing chain in it. And because it's a regrind, we're going to go to a little longer push rod. So really, we're hoping not to have to put any rings or bearings in it or oil pump. We're just going to run it like it is. Just clean it up, paint it, put new freeze plugs in it. This is the motor in our previous video that we checked the oil pressure on, and we had a whopping, about 75 pounds. Obviously the engine was cold. Never heard it run. But anyways, that's kind of our plan, and it's going to go into our drag truck. That's what we're doing. Jake's doing an awesome job. He does mechanical work in a mechanical garage, and so he's doing mechanical things right now because he's quite the mechanic. Yeah, and this is his idea for high flow here. You put some Kleenexes inside there, and it blows out the nasal passage. That's worth 40 horse. He learned that at his shop. So that's what we're working with right now. Okay, the rest of the secrets we can't tell you. Plan is we're going to reuse these rockers. Our plan is to reuse the roller lifters, but we'll inspect them. Other than that, this is where we are with it now. All right, Jake. Head bolts are off and all that. Sunglasses are off. Serious business.
Yeah.
There you go. Here, I'll pop this beast right up here for you. Ready? Tell me when you're ready.
Ready?
Got it? Okay, just take it, set it right on the ground there. Look at this. I still see the factory hone marks in here. We have no lip on top. Look at that. You can see the hone marks in there. And this motor's in great shape as far as what this looks like, what we see right here. I'm back and to the future here. And so we got the heads on it. These heads are actually other heads I had, Magnum heads that I bought with no project in mind. I just got them because I got a good deal on them. They were Odessa remans. And anyways, I put the Hughes spring kit in there. So I don't think there was anything wrong with the heads I took off. So this is what our plan was. We were going to put about $650 into this engine, about $220 for the spring kit from Hughes Performance. So we did that. Like $200 for an Oregon regrind cam. So we did that, and then I got a Speedmaster intake that was 40% off, like $135. So basically, you're talking 2, 4. 535, and then throw a secondhand carb on. You're talking about a 650 with timing chain, $700 motor. And we were hoping this in the drag truck would turn a low 13 or maybe a high 12 with maybe a 391 gear and some sort of a aftermarket street converter. But we'll see where it all goes and where it heads. But just to give you guys all an update, so I will use this motor on a project, whether it be the drag truck, because now if my son moves forward with the drag truck, and we'll see what his plans are with it, but it may include this motor. The 440, I'm still going to use that in something, and it still may end up being the drag truck motor, but we'll see where that all turns. So in the meantime, we'll see what happens, and just wanted to run a little update post. All right, catch you next time.